get older, I don't know what it is. I don't have the drive I used to have. I don't... You know, the big thing in this country, you got to be number one, man. Everybody's got to be number one. Woo! Number one! We're number one! I don't know. It's just gotten to a point where it's ridiculous now. You watch a football game, there's always the camera on some big fat guy in the stands drinking a beer, sticking his finger in the camera. We're number one! Well, you're a little confused. See, they're number one, you're fat and drunk. Do you see the difference at all? I don't want to be first. I don't, you know? I mean, I tried to be first. It just didn't work out for me, so.
Yeah.
You know what I want to be? I want to be next. Yeah, I want to be next. I like the feeling of being next. Do you know that feeling?
Sure.
When the guy in front of you in line suddenly moves up and you realize, all right, I'm next. Do you have kids, Doctor?
Yes, I have a son.
Yeah. My wife and I waited to have the kids. And so my wife and I had a plan. She wanted to do natural childbirth, natural. Our plan was she was going to go into the delivery room, squat in the corner, have the baby, then go finish her shift in the rice fields. That was our plan. My wife was in labor for 30 hours. 30. At the end of the 30 hours, a doctor came to me and said, Jack, we have a problem. Really? Yeah, because I hadn't figured that out myself while I was watching the Today Show for the second time. And he decides to do a C-section after 30 hours. A C-section. This doctor who'd been so laid back for 30 hours saying, let her have the baby. It's a natural process. Let her have the baby. Now he starts screaming, get a surgeon on the phone. Prep her up here. Book an operating room. I want her downstairs in a half hour. He whips around to me and says, you, put on a surgical gown. Meet us downstairs. Me? What are you, like one guy short? What, did somebody call in sick? I'm a comedian. And they cut her open. I watched them cut her open. I've never seen this. Known my wife for 15 years at this point. Never seen her cut open.
Right.
She was lying down. She had a little white curtain in front of her face so she couldn't see what's happening. I could see both sides. Here she's smiling at me. Here they've cut her open. She keeps saying to me, what are they doing? I'm not going to tell you what they're doing. They pulled it out and the doctor said, it's a boy. And I said, honey, it's a boy. You know, and then I looked and I got confused for a second because of that umbilical cord. I thought, whoa! That's no boy, that's a man! The second one's easier. That first one, I was a mess. The second one, boy, I'm relaxed. The second one's completely different. Second one's in the car right now. Yeah, I cracked the window. I'm going out right after this. He's fine. The first one, I actually signed up at the hospital for a class on how to give a baby a bath. Yeah. The nurse came in and said, we're going to give a class on bathing the baby down in the nurse's lounge. Better hurry, space is limited. Okay. I said to my wife, sign up for the class. I signed up, we went. It was like they sucked the brain right out of my head. It never occurred to me that I've taken, you know, several thousand baths myself, and I could just apply that knowledge to the baby. My wife was totally into the breastfeeding, completely. She got one of those nursing bras. Have you seen those?
I have, yes.
Yeah. It's got a snap on the cup. Yeah, the cup pop, opens right up. Hey, where have these been? I spent 17 years with my hand behind her back. What is that, a button, a staple? Little help here. For him, enjoy yourself. Oh, that's fair. I can tell him, you know, I can tell him getting old, getting out of bed. I can't get right out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
I used to be able to get, when I was 18 or 19, 2 steps. 2 steps to getting out of bed. You throw back the covers, you're out of the bed. Now there's 3 steps. Have you noticed this in your life?
Right.
Yeah, now there's like a middle step inserted. I throw back the covers, and then I actually sit on the side of the bed for a couple of minutes. Just kind of thinking, whew, whose house is this? You know, wow. And I wake up sore. I'm sore from sleeping. That's a good sign, huh? Boy, that laying in one spot for 8 hours, that'll wear you out. Do you ever wake up and you move your head around and there's stuff snapping in your neck? What's that? Because there's got to be a finite number of those things. When's the last one going to snap? You're just going to... Boom. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's great. I think I stripped it. That's why I like coming to your office, doctor. Because it's not like a regular... You know, when I go into a regular doctor's office, it's intimidating. They like to intimidate you. They do. They leave you in there a long time. That's why I like when I come here, you know. Boom, I'm in, you're there, we talk. You know, they leave you in that doctor's room a long time. You notice you never get all the way naked? Have you ever noticed that? You always leave like your watch and your socks on. You don't want the doctor thinking you're hot for him. You ever play with the equipment? You ever try to give yourself that blood pressure test?
No, I never have, no.
You ever get up to that thing on strapped up and pump that? Get it all pumped up, then you can't figure out how to release the pressure? Ah, hey, hey, a little help in here. You know, big purple bulging appendage. Help me! Help me! Boy, you know, I got to tell you, as I get older, I'm glad that I was born in this era because I'm a kind of a wimp, you know. I mean, I don't want to fight. There are still guys my age that want to fight. If somebody cuts me off in the car on the street and I beep at them, they're going, "Come on, come on!" They want to fight me. Like that's gonna fix it up. You know, I saw that Braveheart movie. Did you see that?
Yeah.
They're all fighting each other with sticks. They would line up hundreds of guys, thousands, and then thousands on the other side with sticks and paint. You know what I thought while I was watching that movie? I would be so far back in that pack of people.
Right.
I would be the guy in the back going, "Go ahead, because I'm going to get coffee ready, because when you're done hitting, you're going to be thirsty. Go." Did I drop my keys? Go ahead, fellas. Because when I get up there with my stick, I want the last guy on the other side standing to look at me and go, forget it.
This has been a presentation from Comedy Central.